Hey everybody, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Been a couple of weeks, but we finally have a new chapter ready to go. And in this chapter, it's going to be all about Peeves. So I think he has the vault portrait or something like that, and we have to try to find him or lure him out or something like that, but we have to get to him. That's the biggest problem. Before I do that though, apparently there's been new creatures added, but these ones to the lake, and I don't think we've actually been to the lake before. This was always locked. Just a matter of finding which ones they are. So there's this one. Plimpy, a spherical mottled fish that more people consider a passage 40 of the books, but it requires level 6 for the Magologist or whatever the heck you call it. And then the other one is a Grindylow or Grindylow. It's one or the other. I'm going to say maybe Grindylow. An aggressive pale green water demon, 50 and 15 respectively, but level 6. I'm only level 3 at the top. I've called you here because we're one step closer to finding the next cursed vault. Mr. Casey, you discovered that Peeves may have the vault portraits. How did you find out about Peeves, Casey? I was talking to someone, but then I don't remember what happened next. What matters is that you are alright, Casey. But how can we trust information from someone who can't remember how they know what they know? I overheard enough of the conversation to connect the portrait to Peeves. The next step is to find Peeves and get him to give us the vault portrait. Peeves is always hanging around the East Towers. Let's just wait for him there. The challenge will be getting Peeves to want to stick around. The last time I found Peeves, he wasn't very helpful. He suggested he didn't trust anyone in my family. Smart poltergeist. And Peeves won't want to part with the vault portrait if he knows we want it. He'd rather toy with us. So getting Peeves to stick around and help will be tricky this time because Peeves doesn't want to be found. Especially not by KC, apparently. Perhaps we should get the ghost's advice on how to best approach Peeves. We'll split up to cover more ground. Choose someone to go with you to visit the house ghosts, Mr. Casey. Bill? Or Marilla? Well, I always wanted to go with Marilla, so that's a good choice for me, because it's my only choice. Marilla, why don't you come with me? Why would you pick me to help you get information? Because you can be more intimidating than some ghosts I've met. Oh, thank you. Mr. Weasley, you'll come with me. We'll seek out our ghosts in the castle. Let's be quick about it, everyone. The sooner we find Peeves, the sooner we can find the vault portrait. The fastest way to find the house ghosts is to go to their common rooms. I may need some help from my friends. Alright, we're gonna go to the Hufflepuff common room. Which is really interesting because I am a Gryffindor, so you can never go to the other house rooms. Do I even know what the Hufflepuff house looks like? Whoa! This is so much better than the Gryffindor one. Well, it's more open, I guess? Or the room's bigger? I don't know. So this is a Hufflepuff common room. Too many plants. Who gets stuck watering them? Actually, I've never asked. Thanks for sneaking us into your common room, Diego. I know we haven't known each other for very long. But I feel as if we're already old friends, Casey. Besides, you defeated the best dueler at Hogwarts. That earned you this favor. Casey got lucky in that duel. The luck was all mine. You brought me some strong competition, Marilla. Don't encourage Casey, Diego. I'll leave you to the Fat Friar. If he can't help you with whatever it is you need, it won't be for lack of trying. We'll be quick, I promise. You have time. Everyone not stunning for owls or newts is at the Hufflepuff vs Slytherin Quidditch match. Thank you again, Diego. Of course, Casey, come and find me anytime. Diego is always so friendly to me. He's known for good dueling, not good judgment. I think he actually is into me. It's good to see you again, Casey. And Marilla Snide, too. What brings you to see me? Though you must know neither of you should be in another house's common room. We're searching for Peeves Fire. He has a very important vault portrait that we need. I see. And what makes you so sure I can help you? You're a ghost. You've helped me before. I'm not sure you can help. You helped me when I was looking for the Marauder's map, so I'm sure you can help me again. I wish I shared your certainty. I will try my best to help you. And now you're searching for a portrait. Is there a scavenger hunt afoot? Those can be great fun. No, we just need some advice, Fat Friar. How would you find Peeves, and how would you get him to stay long enough to give you a portrait? I have a few ideas I'd be happy to share with you. Please don't be long, please don't be long. It's not! Kind of is, actually. So, we should prepare for anything, but expect nothing when it comes to approaching Peeves. I apologize that I can't be of more help to you when it comes to this particular poltergeist. If only you were present with pox to cure, then I'd know what to do. We appreciate your advice, Fatfire. We need all the help we can get if we're going to break the portrait curse. Yes, I fear for poor Beatrice and the other students trapped in the portraits. This curse must be broken soon. Farewell then, good luck finding Peeves and your portraits. The Fat Friar is too nice of a ghost. We need a more aggressive approach to finding Peeves. Let's speak to the Bloody Baron in the Slytherin common room. Yes, let's do that, shall we? Well, let's see what Slytherin's house looks like. Yowzers! Well, here we are. Crikey, is it always so dark in your common room? Yes, is this how you thank me? By insulting my house? I wish I were talking to some other ghost with rag pick, not sneaking with you into the Slytherin common room. But who else could sneak me into the Slytherin common room? Literally any other Slytherin. Just because the Bloody Baron can control Peeves, doesn't mean he knows where to find Peeves. Or how to make Peeves stay long enough to help us. And I'm not even sure Peeves has the vault portrait, because you can't remember how you got that information. Not now, Marilla. Everyone will be back as soon as the Hufflepuff vs Slytherin Quidditch match ends. This isn't the first time we've had questions for the Bloody Baron. How do you want to approach him this time? I'll take the lead, you take the lead, I'll take the lead. I can do the talking. You talked to the Bloody Baron last time and you survived it. Of course, I'm the most powerful witch at Hogwarts, but if you want to give it a try, go right ahead. Don't you ever tire of telling me how powerful you are? Never. Now, are you talking to the ghost or not? And her voice I do for her is so difficult. Makes my throat hurt. Excuse me, Mr. Baron? We're trying to find Peeves. He has a vault portrait that we've been looking for. Mr. Baron, it's very important that we get the portrait. What do you want? Actually, we have a few questions to ask you. A few questions? I'm sorry, but if it's 3 hours, it's not a few questions. This isn't much information to go on, I'm afraid. You're right to be afraid. Perhaps the Bloody Baron is trying to keep us out of danger by not sharing more about Peeves or the portraits. Or perhaps he just wants us to go away. Let's leave him be and try the Gryffindor common room. Nearly headless Nick is always up for a chat. Ah yes, time to go to the best common room of them all. I'm just kidding, we all have different preferences in the game. If you're Slytherin, you're awesome. If you're Gryffindor, you're awesome, etc, etc. And for people who don't know what the Gryffindor common room looks like, it's this. KC and Rula Snide? You must know it is against the rules to bring a student from another house into a common room, KC. Yes, but we're here on some serious business, Nick. Serious business indeed. Can I be of any help? Would you know where we can find Peeves? He has a vault portrait that could help us find the next cursed vault. So breaking the portrait curse depends upon negotiating with the poltergeist? This is troublesome. Fortunately, I do have a few strategies in mind. It seems we won't be able to avoid chaos when dealing with Peeves. Thank you for advice, Nick. Of course, it is highly flattering that all of the ghosts you could have sought out, you chose to come to me. We're actually speaking with all of the house guests. Ghosts. But to know that Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington was the very first on your list is flattering indeed. You're the very third on our list. Ah, that's quite alright. Which house ghost advice has been the best so far, KC? Fat Friar, Bloody Baron, Nearly Headless Nick. Of course, your advice has been the best advice, Nick. Thank you. I most enjoy the sound of my own voice when it's imparting wisdom to young wizards and witches. Until then, your last house call will be to... which ghost? We're off to see the Grey Lady. The Grey Lady is known to keep secrets. Perhaps you will unlock one that will lead you to Peeves and the vault portrait. Perhaps indeed, as he strokes his non-beard. Well, on to the fourth and final house. I've never seen Ravenclaw's house either. Wow. This is so cool looking. Well, I think mainly because of the fact that I love space and what's out there, and this is just everything I could have dreamed for. This Ravenclaw common room needs more books. We have shelves upon shelves of books. Yes, I know. I was trying to be clever. This is Ravenclaw after all. Thanks for sneaking us into your common room, Badia. I know it was a big favor to ask of you. You mentioned you were searching for a work of art, Casey. Of course, I'd break a rule to help you. Your common room is like a work of art itself. We could have had a celestial ball in here. The Gryffindor vs Ravenclaw Quidditch match will be over soon, but the room should be empty until then. Good luck with your questions for the Grey Lady. Thank you, Badia. I imagine we'll need it. It shouldn't take long to ask the Grey Lady about Peeves and the vault portrait. It never takes long to ask her anything. It's getting her to answer that could take the time. I've been told she only speaks to Ravenclaws, if at all. So which of us should take the lead with the Grey Lady? I'll do it, you do it. I'll do it. It should be me. I should be the one who approaches the Grey Lady. She spoke to me once before about Olivia Green. Perhaps she'll be more comfortable with me. You took the lead with the Bloody Baron as well. I don't know why you bothered to bring me at all, Casey. There. Shut up. Madame, Grey Lady, I have a few questions about Peeves. Ask Peeves about Peeves. But we can't find Peeves. I don't want to talk. But Peeves has the vault portrait we may need to break the portrait curse. Please, will you help us? If helping will make you leave sooner, then yes. I mean, Marilla could have said that, couldn't she? Look at her. Look at her over there. Leave me. The house ghosts won't help you. Yes, that's becoming a pattern, Grey Lady. The house and ghosts can't help you. Yes, you just told us that. Wait, Marilla, I think I understand. I think it's kind of obvious they can't help. Perhaps the Grey Lady means the house ghosts aren't able to help us get the vault portrait from Peeves. Why not? They're either too nice or too flighty. Too sad or too bloody. Bloody. Something I said certainly set her off. Yes, that's becoming a pattern, Marilla. What I realized is we've been asking house ghosts how to best approach a poltergeist. There's only one ghost I can think of who would be an expert on poltergeists. Please don't say Professor Binns. Professor Binns! I suppose we've had enough excitement of sneaking in of other houses' common rooms. Yes, let's see what advice boring old Binns can give us. Even though I'm a Gryffindor, best common room ever. Well, we're on to Binns, and he didn't really say a lot. He just said, oh, I'm going to give you a lot of facts, because that's what he does. Although he did say something interesting that Peeves is probably in the astronomy tower. But of course, we have to get him to sit long enough to get the portraits. In conclusion, the Goblin Rebellion of 1752. Professor Binns, we weren't talking about the Goblin Rebellions. Perhaps you weren't talking about the Goblin Rebellions. I think we're going to get all the information we'll get out of Binns, Casey. So much for asking a history expert about Peeves. Perhaps it's time to go to Peeves' friends. Peeves has friends? He has just one, and I think it is time to pay another visit to Duncan Ashe. Well, that was absolutely pointless. What was the point of that? We're gonna go into the prefix bathroom. Been a while since I've been in here. Kind of a cool angle. I've never seen this before. I think this way. Do you think anyone finds it odd that the three of us are always heading into the prefix's bathroom together? Do you think someone's watching us coming in here and keeping count? I don't know, perhaps. Besides, we only come here together when we need to talk to Duncan Ashe. Exactly. This is at least the third time we've sought out Duncan lately. So you're the one who's keeping count. See, it's practically tradition. It would be odd if we didn't come here looking for Duncan together. Well, prefix anyway. It's your bathroom. The students here have the most ridiculous conversation. You don't realize it until you're dead. Hey man, how's it going? Duncan, we've been trying to find you. I missed the dates when no one was ever looking. What do you want this time? We need to find Peeves. Did you check the East Towers or Binns' class? It's not that we don't usually know where to find Peeves, it's just that right now he doesn't want to be found. Why not? When I last found Peeves, he said he wouldn't trust anyone in my family. Peeves and I have few things in common. This is important, Duncan. Peeves has a vault portrait that we would need to break the portrait curse. Last time, it was a Marauder's map, and he wanted it from Peeves. Now it's a portrait. No wonder he avoids you. The Bloody Bird once told me you're Peeves' only friend in the castle. You must know where he hides. He's often in the astronomy tower, but I wouldn't call it hiding. If you were Peeves, where would you hide? Impress me with your answer and perhaps I'll help you. I'll hide in the artifact room, I'll hide with you, I'll hide in plain sight. These riddles, man. If you were my only friend, I'd likely hide with you. Decent guess, but look how easily you found me. Peeves would have picked a better hiding space. Now I won't help you unless you first do something for me. If it has anything to do with dragons, count me in. No, I want Casey to tell me about curse breaking. I always wanted to be a curse breaker. But I died before I got the chance. Of course, I'll tell you whatever you want to know about being an apprentice curse breaker. Well, I want to know about the thing. I want to know about the thing. Alright, that's enough. Hearing about your adventures only makes me wish I lived to become a curse breaker. We didn't mean to make you feel bad, Duncan. I suppose this means you won't help us now? No, I will. I can set up for you a meeting with Peeves about your vault portraits. Helping you to break the portrait curse is the closest I'll ever get to being a curse breaker myself. Thank you, Duncan. I'll let you know when and where Peeves will show up. But you can't crown him, Casey. You know Peeves doesn't trust any of your family, mostly because I don't. That's not a problem. I'll come alone. And there's a catch. What kind of catch? Peeves won't just show up for you and stay around long enough to hand over his portraits. You'll have to do something big to get his attention. Do something big? Could you be more specific? You have to cause chaos on Peeves' terms. So pranking, I guess? I think like it's a prank. But I guess I'll know eventually. Because the chapter's over. We kind of got a little bit further. I think the big thing in all of this is that we got a chance to see all the different common rooms. Which is super cool because I'd only ever seen the Gryffindor. And I never looked up to see the other ones. I'm sure that there were pictures out there. But it never crossed my mind bland to look. I think that the one with the stars, which one is that? That was probably my favorite one. But I do like my Gryffindor one as well. It's very cozy, and I like cozy, so yeah. Anyway, we still have to try to get that vault portrait from Peeves. I don't know when we're going to get that. We still, of course, have to try to get Beatrice out of the portrait. We have to find the actual cursed vault. Lots to do, lots to see, and hopefully that comes super soon. So keep it locked here for more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.